Christmas University Challenge. Asking the questions, Jeremy Paxman.
Hello. In more normal times, we try to entice teams into this competition with the promise of sherry and mince pies, both warm, for the winners after the match. Now, though, even that lacklustre shindig has had to be cancelled. So at least we can be sure that tonight's teams really are just playing for the fun of it, or because they don't know any better. And a winning score of 180 or more will definitely bring that team back for even more fun in the semi-finals. Now, some of tonight's team from the University of Central Lancashire, or UCLan, are graduates in journalism, in which UCLan has specialised for over 60 years. Their first player started his career on Granada Reports. He left in 2012 and is now an executive at Art Lab Films, based in the Northwest, which produces documentaries on subjects as diverse as Trident, Portondown and Sellafield. Their second player tells us she was inspired by her distant relative, the suffragette Emmeline Pankhurst, to write her latest series of books for young readers. She created her first comic at the age of 8, studied illustration at UCLan, and after graduating took second prize in the Macmillan Prize for picture book illustration. Since then, she's illustrated both her own works and those of other authors. Their captain's career spans 3 decades, working at local, regional and national level, and rising from reporter to editor, winning BAFTA and Royal Television Awards. He currently works out of the building next door to these studios and describes his present role as an opportunity to set the news agenda, as well as entertain millions of viewers every morning. As well as being a black belt in karate, their fourth player is a presenter for BBC News and BBC Sport and Breakfast. He's covered many major sporting events, including several Olympic Games, boxing world title fights in Las Vegas, and the Tour de France. Let's meet the UCLan team now.
Hi, my name's Mark Tattersall and I graduated in journalism from the University of Central Lancashire in 2006, and I now make television documentaries.
Hi, I'm Kate Pankhurst. I studied illustration at UCLan in the early 2000s. I'm now the children's book author and illustrator of the series Fantastically Great Women.
This is their captain.
Hello, I'm Richard, better known as Freddie. I graduated with a postgraduate in journalism in 1990, and I'm currently the editor of the #1 morning show, BBC Breakfast.
Hi, I'm Richard. I studied broadcast journalism at UCLan. I'm now a sports presenter and broadcaster with the BBC, which remarkably they've allowed me to do for more than 20 years.
Now, playing them is the University of Loughborough, which, of course, is famous for its sports provisions. And their first player is a left-arm spinner who made his Test cricket debut in 2006 against India and his one-day cricket debut for England a year later. He last played for England in the Ashes Tour in 2013. With 167 wickets in 50 matches, he's in 21st place on the list of England's all-time top wicket-takers. Their next team member's career as a swimmer saw her represent Scotland at their 2006 Commonwealth Games, when she won 2 gold medals representing Great Britain. She won bronze medals at the 2005 World Championships and the 2006 European Championships, and she's a former British record holder in the 100 metres, 200 metres and 400 metres freestyle. Their captain is a poet and a broadcaster who's been heard on Radio 4's Saturday Live and Pick of the Week, and on Radio 3's The Verb with Ian McMillan. She explores neurodiversity on her show Bigger on the Inside for the BBC's Contains Strong Language Festival, and her latest work is a play about an imagined encounter between Ted Hughes and Bernard Manning. Since graduating, their fourth team member has pursued a career in cricket, joining the Surrey Stars squad for the Women's Cricket Super League in 2016. She is currently captain of Middlesex Women and in 2021 will be playing for London Spirit in the first year of the 100. Let's meet the Loughborough team.
Hi, I'm Monty Panasa, England international cricketer. I studied at Loughborough University. My first degree was computing and management, and my second degree was a postgraduate in international sports management. And currently, I'm studying a master's in international sports broadcasting, and my goal is to become one of the top 5 journalists in this country.
Hi, I'm Kate McClatchy. I graduated in politics from Loughborough University in 2011. I'm a former international swimmer competing at 3 Olympic Games, including London 2012, and I now work supporting athletes in British Olympic sport.
And this is their captain.
Hi, I'm Kate Fox. I got a BSc in Communication and Media Studies in 1996, and I work as a poet and performer. I'm probably the first professional poet to be allowed to captain a team for Loughborough.
Hi, I'm Naomi Datani. I graduated from Loughborough University with a BSc in Sport and Exercise Science, and I'm now currently a professional cricketer playing in the 100 for London Spirit next year.
OK, you all know the rules. Fingers on the buzzers. Here's your first starter for 10. Lauded in a 19th century Christmas carol, which royal figure was murdered in the 10th century by his brother Boleslaus the Cruel?
Loughborough Fox.
King Wenceslas?
Correct. What a pair they must have been as children. 3 questions on the names of fish for your bonuses. Denoting a small flatfish that lives on the sea floor, what 8-letter word is also a verb meaning to stagger clumsily or to feel great confusion?
Flounder.
Yeah.
Flounder.
Flounder is correct. What large marine fish has a 3-letter name that is also a colloquial term meaning fake or inauthentic?
Cod. Cod? Cod? Like, cod.
Cod is correct. What 5-letter word means both an edible freshwater fish with 2 dorsal fins and to sit or rest on something high?
Perch.
Perch is correct, yes. Right, 10 points for this. In January 2020, which director was appointed the first black president of the Cannes Film Festival jury? His films include...
Uclam Frediani.
Steve McQueen.
No, you lose 5 points. His films include She's Gotta Have It, Jungle Fever and 4 Little Girls. You may not confer.
Loughborough McClatchy.
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee is correct, yes. 3 questions on the civil servant and historian Clive Ponting, who died in 2020. In a cause célèbre of 1985, Ponting was acquitted when he pleaded public interest in leaking government papers concerning the sinking of which Argentine warship?
Belgrano, I'm guessing, is the only one I can think of. The Belgrano?
Correct. Noted for a particular formulation of the West Lothian question, to which long-serving Scottish Labour MP did Ponting leak the Belgrano papers?
Long-serving Scottish MP. Tam Dalyell?
Tam Dalyell is correct, yes. What specific year of the Second World War is the title of Ponting's work subtitled Myth and Reality? It advances the view that, quote, Britain's finest hour was mainly a triumph of rhetoric over reality.
It's got to be one of 6 years. Last year, the first year, a middle year. 1945.
No, it was 1940. 10 points for this. What city of the Southern Hemisphere links Flemington Racecourse, the 2006 Commonwealth Games, and the traditional...
Uclan Askham.
Melbourne.
Melbourne is correct. Well done. Your bonuses are on yo-yo clubs in English football, so called because they move frequently between the first and second tiers. Name the club in each case, please. Firstly, relegated from the Premier League in 2020, which club contests the humorously named Old Farm Derby, with the club based about 40 miles south?
Norwich. Norwich City.
Correct. Promoted to the Premier League in 2020, which club contests the Black Country Derby with Wolverhampton Wanderers?
West Brom. West Brom. Yeah. West Brom.
West Bromwich Albion is correct. Relegated from the Premier League in 2020, which club contests the M1 Derby with Luton Town?
Watford, yeah. Watford.
Watford Football Club is correct. We're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a photograph of a British town and a map indicating its position. 10 points if you can name the town.
UCLan Frediani.
Colchester.
No.
Loughborough Fox.
Folkestone?
No, it's Margate. Right, so we'll take the picture bonuses in a moment or two. 10 points for this. The German city of Lübeck is sometimes said to be the capital of what confectionery product, thanks in part to Johann Niederegger, who in the early 19th century developed a process to speed up its production. It is often used on Christmas cakes.
Loughborough Fox.
Marzipan.
Marzipan is correct, yes. So you'll recall you saw a map with Margate marked on it. It's home to the Scenic Railway, the oldest roller coaster in the UK, which celebrated its centenary in 2020. Your picture bonuses are 3 more notable UK roller coasters, alongside maps showing their locations. In each case, I want you to give me the name of the roller coaster. First.
Oblivion.
It is Oblivion. That's at Alton Towers. Secondly.
Stealth?
Stealth is correct. That's the fastest roller coaster in the UK, located at Thorpe Park. And finally.
Is that Blackpool? Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Is it the big one? Is the one called the big
It's
one?
the big one, yeah, but I can't remember what it's called.
Is it the Pepsi? Pepsi. That'd be proper advertising. Couldn't be called the big one, could it?
Big Dipper.
Big Dipper. That sounds...
Go for it.
I'm going to executively say the big one.
It is the big one. It's the tallest roller coaster in the UK at Blackpool. Right, 10 points for this. Born in California in 1920, which pianist fronted a quartet known for Time Out, the first jazz album to sell more than 1 million copies, and Take 5, the best-selling jazz single of all time?
UCLan Askham.
Duke Ellington.
No.
Loughborough Fox.
Miles Davis.
That was Dave Brubeck. 10 points for this. What year links all of the following? Philip Larkin's poem Annus Mirabilis, the release of the Beatles' debut album Please Please Me, the first broadcast of Doctor Who, and the deaths of C.S. Lewis and John F. Kennedy.
Loughborough Fox.
1963.
Correct. That was the year sexual intercourse began, I think. Your bonuses are on terms in life sciences. Give each term from the definition. All 3 answers end in the same 3 letters. Discovered by the Scottish chemist Thomas Graham in 1861. A process firstly for separating particles from a solution by differing rates of diffusion through a semi-permeable membrane.
Diffusion or metamorphosis? I'm not sure.
Yeah, no. Sounds like more like sieving.
Sieving or diffusion or...
Come on.
Sieving. Like sieving.
No, it's dialysis. From the Greek for hard, a condition in which parts of a body organ become hard, often as a result of ageing or scarring.
So it ends in SIS. I want to say calcify, ossify. It's like ossify, but that doesn't end SIS.
Dialysis?
Yeah, we got dialysis. Something else is.
Rigor mortis? Oh, no.
Oh, could it be? Oh, no. I know it doesn't end in SIS, but...
In that case, don't say it.
No, good point. Not...
Sclerosis is what I was looking for. A disease such as avian influenza or rabies that is transferred to humans from non-human vertebrates.
That's from foxes or dogs, isn't it?
Yeah. But... like COVID was from...
Come on.
We basically don't know when life is short, sorry.
It's zoonosis, right. 10 points for this. What name is shared by the NASA space program that preceded the Apollo series and the constellation of the Zodiac, whose name relates to the offspring of Leda in Greek mythology?
UCLan Pankhurst.
Mercury.
Know anyone I want to buzz from Loughborough?
Loughborough Fox.
Castor.
No, it's Gemini. 10 points for this. Answer as soon as your name is called. What is the sum of the number of Summer Olympic Games at which the two athletes Steve Redgrave and Usain Bolt, respectively, competed?
UCLan Askham.
8.
No, anyone want to buzz from Loughborough?
Loughborough McClatchy.
6.
No, it's 9. 10 points for this. Which organ of the human body contains Brucher's area and Wernicke's area, both associated
Loughborough
with...
Fox.
The brain.
The brain is correct. You get 3 bonuses on national leaders. In 1988, who became the first female leader of an Islamic nation in modern history when she began the first of 2 terms as Prime Minister of Pakistan?
Benazir Bhutto.
Correct. Born in County Mayo, which former diplomat became in 1990 the first female president of Ireland?
I should know this. It's Mary something. Mary. I think it is an Irish name. Mary. I want to say Kelly, but I don't think that's right. Mary. Sorry. But. Mary. Yeah. Mary Kelly.
No, it's Mary Robinson. In 1993, Tansu Schiller became the first female Prime Minister of which Mediterranean country?
That sounds like a Turkish name or a Cypriot name or a... Can't remember. Turkey. Not Turkey.
Yes.
Or Cyprus? Or Greece? Cyprus. Oh, well, that's not even a... Can I take that back?
No, it's Turkey. Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of popular music. 10 points if you can tell me the name of the artist singing.
I'm in the corner, watching you kiss her. Oh.
UCLan Tattersall.
Robin.
It is Robin, yes. So we follow on from Robin's Dancing on My Own with 3 more performers with Robin in their name. In each case, I want you to name the person singing. Firstly...
Life is your restaurant and I'm your lady. Come on, whisper what it is you want. You ain't never.
Sounds like a song from the musical.
These boots are made for walking, isn't it? These boots are made for walking.
Chances and Archer, that, isn't it?
What you wish, it's yours.
Is that what it is? Sounds like it's from a musical.
Yeah.
Sounds like a man
I
singing.
can't think of Robin in action.
No, pass.
No idea, that's Robin Williams. Secondly, I specifically want the name of the lead vocalist on this track.
Robin Gibb. Robin Gibb, yeah.
Yours confident, yeah.
Robin Gibb.
Robin Gibb is correct. Finally...
People say I'm the life of the party.
It's
I tell a joke or two.
Martin Gaye?
It's Smokey Robinson. But it must be having a middle name, Robin. Robinson. Smokey Robinson.
Yeah.
Smokey Robinson.
Smokey Robinson and the Miracles is correct. 10 points for this. Kedge, killick and grapnel are all examples of what type of nautical equipment?
UCLan Frediani.
Rope.
No? Anyone want to buzz from
Loughborough
Loughborough?
Fox.
Anchor.
They are anchors, yes, small anchors. Right, your bonuses are on British islands. Stockholm and Skoma are offshore islands that form part of which British national park?
I thought he said Stockholm, but he can't have. Stockholm. That's weird. National park. Is the Orkneys? Is the Orkneys a national park? I don't know. National park.
Let's have an answer, please.
The Orkneys.
No, it's the Pembrokeshire coast. Skoma has one of the world's largest colonies of which seabird? Its 2-word common name refers to its manner of flying and to an island in the Irish Sea.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say a puffin. It's obviously not a puffin. It's not Cannet. Arctic tern. No. An island in the Irish Sea. And the manner of flying.
Let's have it, please.
A fast puffin.
No, it's a Manx shearwater. Ramsay Island is noted as a site for the observation of which member of the crow family, distinguished by its red bill and legs?
Red bill and legged crow. Oh, what's that big black sea thing? Cormorant. Cormorant.
No, it's a chuff. 10 points for this. Here Come the Warm Jets, Taking Tiger Mountain, and Before and After Science are albums by which British musician and producer born in Suffolk in 1948? In 1971, he was the keyboardist for Roxy Music.
UCLan Askham.
Brian Eno.
Brian Eno is correct. Well done. Right, your bonuses are on portals between universes. At the start of Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, what animal-made structure serves as a portal to a fantasy world?
Rabbit hole. A rabbit hole.
Oh, yeah.
The rabbit hole.
A rabbit hole is correct. In which novel by Philip Pullman do Will and Lyra find an eponymous object that gives them access to parallel universes?
Is it called The Golden Compass? It's
That
on the
is
BBC,
one of them, isn't it? Or is it his Dark
the-
Materials? Is that it?
His Dark Materials is the series. Is it The Golden Compass? I think is the first one.
That sounds good.
But I don't know if Will is in the first book.
Sounds good to me.
Golden Compass.
It's The Subtle Knife. What serves as the titular portal in the 1950 novel, whose other two title figures have the names Jardis and Aslan?
The Wardrobe.
The wardrobe.
Wardrobe.
Wardrobe. The wardrobe.
Wardrobe is correct. We're going to take another picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a still from a film. For 10 points, name the film.
Loughborough McClatchy.
Joker.
Joker is correct. In 2020, Shayna Markowitz won the first BAFTA award to be given for casting for her work on Joker. For your picture bonuses, you're going to see 3 more films whose casting director or directors were nominated for the inaugural casting BAFTA. You simply need to name the film in each case. Firstly,
Oh, David Copperfield. David Copperfield.
it is the personal history of David Copperfield. And secondly,
Ooh, a film about popes.
The Pope, Anthony Hopkins.
Oh, so Anthony Hopkins was in it, yeah.
I can't remember the title.
Monty, anything? No.
No.
Something. Should we guess? The Pope.
no, it's The Two Popes. Finally,
So that's Adam Driver. Is that
Scarlett Johansson.
Is that the wedding thing? Marriage Story.
Marriage Story is correct. Well done. King Ghidorah, Megalon and Mothra are among creatures to have fought which enduring film character in films made between 1964 and 1992?
UCLan Askham.
Lassie.
No.
Loughborough Fox.
Godzilla.
Godzilla is correct, yes. These bonuses are on a Hollywood actress. The winner of the Academy Award for To Each His Own and The Heiress, which actress died in July 2020, aged 104?
I want to say Deborah Kerr. Does that sound like I'm going to say it? Deborah Kerr.
No, it's Olivia de Havilland. De Havilland partnered which Australian-born actor in the 1930s films Captain Blood and The Adventures of Robin Hood?
So it was the first Robin Hood, basically.
I haven't got a clue.
It's pass, I think. Pass. We don't know.
It's Errol Flynn. And finally, which character did de Havilland play in the 1939 film Gone with the Wind? I need only the first name.
Scarlett O'Hara.
No, she played Melanie. 10 points for this. Nicknamed Evergreen, which is the only one of the United States to have a predominantly green state flag, which also depicts the head of one of the country's presidents?
UCLan Askham.
Montana.
No. Anyone want to buzz from Loughborough?
Loughborough Fox.
Maine.
No, it's Washington. 10 points for this. First performed in 2002, a symphony by the composer Tolga Kashif is based on the works of which rock group and includes orchestral interpretations of songs such as The Show Must Go On and One Vision?
Loughborough Fox.
Queen.
Queen is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on British popular music. In each case, name the city in which the following acts originated. First, the Housemartins and Everything But the Girl.
Hull. It's Hull. Hull.
It is Hull, correct. Secondly, Soft Machine, Caravan and Hatfield in the North.
Let's guess a northern city. Leeds.
No, they all began in Canterbury. And finally, Super Furry Animals, Dave Edmunds and Catatonia.
Must be somewhere in Wales. Swansea or Cardiff. Or other Welsh city.
Go Cardiff.
Cardiff. Cardiff.
Cardiff is correct. 10 points for this. The folk song form Tyrolienne closely resembles what form of singing known by an onomatopoeic name and characterised by rapid alternation between low and
Loughborough
falsetto?
Fox.
Yodeling.
Yodeling is correct, yes. Your bonuses are on rivers. All three answers share their names with US states. Which river crosses southeastern Utah and lower on its course forms much of the border between Arizona and California?
Is it the Colorado?
Oh, I think Colorado, maybe. Colorado.
Colorado River is correct. Which river flows mainly southwards from the Catskill Mountains, meeting tidewater near Trenton, New Jersey?
I'm not sure.
No, not sure. It's not the Mississippi, I presume, is it? It's like near New York. Ooh.
Come on.
Hudson.
No, it's the Delaware River. Which river joins the Ohio at Paducah, Kentucky, roughly midway between St. Louis and Nashville?
It's clearly not going to be the Mississippi, is it? And it's a state name. It's a state name.
Come on.
Nashville, no, Texas. I don't know.
The Texas.
No, it's the Tennessee River. 10 points for this. What name is shared by tropical trees in the large plant family Ericaceae? And at the gong, the University of Central Lancashire have 60 and the University of Loughborough have 170. Well, UCLan, you never really got going, did you?
Not really.
In
Not
fact,
really.
You were pretty hopeless. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Loughborough, you'll probably at 170 be one of the 4 highest scoring winning teams, so you'll probably be coming back, I think, for a semi-final. Congratulations to you. I hope you can join us next time for another first-round match. Until then, it's goodbye from the University of Central Lancashire. It's goodbye from the University of Loughborough. And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.